Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing? It's Indio here on Cuba Radio. I don't know where my girl is at. She hasn't responded to me, so hopefully she's doing okay. But in the meantime, we're going to be talking to a new group. I'm saying they're a powerhouse. I like the way they play. They did an awesome job the other day in Midland, and we're going to be talking about them. They're a new group coming out of West Texas, and I hope you guys really get to enjoy some of a little bit of background on them, and so hopefully we'll get y'all to support them and get this group going. All right. The name of the group is Grupo Entrego. They're here, like I said, they're from West Texas. Well, West Texas, where I'm at, in the area. Not like immediate, but in the area. So let's go ahead and run that intro so we can get them on the show. It goes like this. Hey guys, what's going on?
What's up?
What's up? What's up? What's up? Chris and Frank, and I'm sorry, Mija, I don't remember your name, sweetie.
It's Amber.
Amber, the
Yes.
one of the vocalists of Grupo Entrego. Now, Frank, you play the bajo, and Chris, you play the
I'm the lead singer.
lead singer. Okay,
Yes, sir.
all right, cool. So, I was telling him. By the way, real quick, hey Sammy Torres, how are you doing, girlfriend? Thought I'd stop by and say hello. Thank you so very much for dropping by. Sammy Torres is a singer out of Lubbock, Texas. Lubbock in the house. Thank you so very much for joining us, girlfriend. Uh, so, um, so where are y'all technically from? It's like where are y'all from? Because I know it's West.
Big Spring, Texas. Where I live here. I reside here in Big Spring. Frank lives here in Big Spring. Amber lives here in Big Spring. My drummer, he's actually from Colorado City, and then my conga player, he's from San Angelo, and then my bass player, he's also here from Big Spring. We're pretty much based out of Big Spring, as you know, right now. So yeah, just the
Yeah,
surrounding areas, man. Everybody's around us. So
just down the road from us, man.
yeah.
I'm here in San
Yeah.
Angelo, and I got some ties with the conga player. I know who he is, and so we used to hang out
Oh,
together
okay.
like that. And then it's cool. It's good that people forget there are a lot of good musicians and a lot of good music that comes out of West Texas. People forget that there's a lot of great stuff that's coming out here. But we usually stay up here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. It's every now and then we would trickle down there and everything else, but it was usually we would stay up here, and so that yeah, Sammy goes, yeah, that's how it goes in West Texas. It's true.
Yeah.
We kind of hang out here. Jean, Gaspar, she says, "What's up, brothers? Grupo Asalto."
WG.
Yeah, there you go.
Good
Yeah,
deal.
yeah. There's another. Hey, y'all guys got to come on the show too. I know you got a new song. I haven't reached out. Y'all need to reach out to me and let me know. Got to find musicians where we can. This is true. And you know what? It does happen. I know a lot of bands have come up here and kind of. I've been like with 9 different bands, and other bands have come through and just taken our musicians because they're
Yeah.
like, that guy's good, man. That guy's good, and so it's been one of those things. So, you know what? We were waiting for Eric, right? We were
Yeah.
Eric's.
I don't
Hey,
know if he was able to get on. There he is.
hey,
What's up, Eric?
Woo, woo, woo. Golly, man, this was hard.
hi, brother. I'm sorry, man. You should have just sent me a text message and told me, hey, make it easier, bro.
I, I'm computer illiterate, man, so it's kind of hard for me.
Speak it. Don't say that, man. I see
Yeah.
everywhere, bro. You got to be able to swing the lingo now, man. Everything's illegal now. You don't say chair. You say, "Can I chair?"
Yeah.
You pronounce it wrong. You get a $50 fine or something. No, no, no. So, Eric, what do you play in the band? What are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm the drummer. I play the drums for the band.
So, Colorado City, then, right?
Yes, sir. Colorado City.
Yeah, yeah,
He's
Colorado.
also our producer for our music.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah. Well, then I get to compliment you because the music is really, really good.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
I like that. You know, one of the things that you always hear me saying is I always talk about how music has to breathe. Sometimes, especially nowadays, we're so able to with the technology that we have, it can always be so, you know, we can always stretch the music to the outer limits, and without peaking.
Yeah.
And we fill it up with so much sound, it can be a little confusing sometimes. And we forget that it's got to breathe, you know. And that was one of the things that's beautiful about vinyl. When you cut vinyl, you can't fill it up. It's vinyl has its limitations, and that's where that breathing is. Some of it just gets lost, and it's just you can hear it. You can hear everything, and
Yes, sir.
it's big
Yes,
and
sir.
you know. So that's really what I like about the music. What, like I said, I learned Spanish in college. I'm Native American, so I learned Spanish in college. So when I listen to Tejano music, the first thing I hear is music. I hear the lyrics, I hear the song, but I don't know what you guys are saying. I have to wait to translate that. Like, uh, orale, he said amor like 4 times. This is a love song. Oh, dude, man, he hates her. Oh, wow. You know, so I have to make the translation later. But that's how I go about the music. All right, folks. Mucho amor de parte de Sammy Torres. New image. She's got to go eat. Thank you, Sammy. Thank you very much for joining us, sweetheart. We'll see y'all next time. Get you back on the show. Um, yeah, but I really do like the way it came across. It's very clean, and I like your style. I don't know how would you describe your style, because for me, it's more.
Different to me. To me, it's different. We're
Yeah, it
trying
is.
to.
It's a.
We kind of stepped out of the box and trying to do something different or create our own sound.
Mhm.
Uh, we don't. Of course, we love all these legendary artists and musicians and all that, but we also wanna try to do our own stuff and make it sound different. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
that's
it's
what we're shooting for. Me and Eric. And I think Eric did a tremendous job as far as fixing it, the production side of it. And we're gonna keep moving forward, man. With Eric, he's gonna keep producing our music, and we're gonna echale ganas, you know. So
yeah, it's I was gonna say it's more like a progressive, a progressive conjunto, maybe. I
yeah,
don't know.
We've actually got that from quite a few people that you say that the
Yeah,
progressive conjunto type music.
yeah, it's got its own flavor. It's good to have that. I mean, it's good to have it consistently, because I have the songs that you sent me, and it's good to have that consistency. I know when I interviewed este Ruben Ramos, and I asked him what advice would he give to a new artist, and he's like, just do that. And I was like, what is that? But he said everybody has their thing that they want to push, their identity, and just stick with your identity, because if you're constantly changing, what you're putting out, you for people don't know who you are, and so
Yeah.
you're always a new artist to them, and
right,
it's hard to keep the fans that way. The best thing for you to do is just be that, you know and so it makes sense, as long as you keep that system, it's good, and it shows in the way the music comes out. At least I have the appreciation for it. I appreciate the fact that I can see the care that y'all took in putting in the music together. Very good job,
Awesome.
right,
guys.
right.
Thank you.
Very, yeah, yeah. And so real quick, Julian Bermúdez Ramundo, wow, that's a name, says saludos desde Toluca, Mexico.
Hey,
¿Cómo
saludos,
está?
saludos.
Saludos. Yeah, I have to do it in Spanish, man, and I didn't practice this week to practice.
La raza de la República Mexicana.
Right? Oh, français, s'il vous plaît. I could do it in French. I said, no, no. It's good. But let's go ahead and take a listen to Es Amor, because that's the song that you guys are pushing right now. And I have the a video up here for y'all, so that we can take a listen to it and just appreciate it. And we can talk more about the song. How about that?
There we
Okay.
go.
Sounds good.
All right, this is Es Amor from Grupo Entrego from West Texas. Big Spring is kind of, it's, I don't know why they call it
Yeah.
Big Spring. It's Little Spring. No, just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, like San Angelo is so much bigger. I think it's like
Ah,
maybe.
we'll
Esa,
just move over there.
all right. Esa from Grupo Entrego goes like this. Un, dos, tres.
Es amor, lo que siento dentro de mi corazón. Tú sabes cuando te pasa, tú sabes cuando es verdad. Tu respiro para de repente, tu corazón se pone a volar. Desde el día que te conocí, yo me enamoré de ti. El sentimiento no puedo explicarlo, es lo que siento por ti. Es amor, es amor, lo que siento dentro de mi corazón. Eso es lo bonito. Desde el día que te conocí, sentí algo grande por ti. Mi respiro paró de repente, mi corazón se puso a volar. Desde el día que te conocí, yo me enamoré de ti. El sentimiento no puedo explicarlo, es lo que siento por ti. Es amor, es amor, lo que siento dentro de mi corazón. Grupo Entrego.
Mira nomás. What we got like this. There you go. That's better, I think.
What y'all think? What y'all think?
Well, I think they're liking it, brother. They're liking it because they. First of all, Eric is baddest drummer in West Texas.
Ah, let's hear.
Bro, hey,
Eugene.
he said the $5 is coming through Cash App, bro. Cash App
Ah.
Dang.
not on payday.
There we go.
Rose and Eddie Castillo says you guys are doing great.
Thank you, Eddie. Thank you, Eddie. Rose.
Isaac says one of my favorite songs. I am out
Appreciate you.
out to I jam out to it every day. Congratulations, love y'all, mis primos, bro. I gotta get my glasses on or something. Hijo, my age is showing.
Hey.
Congratulations, it's a great song, and like I said, it's like it's very progressive. The beat is a little bit faster tempo than the normal typical cumbia, which is really good. Love the harmonics, especially when y'all guys are saying Grupo Entrego, instead of everybody goes Grupo Entrego, like
Yeah, see, and that's one thing we talked about. And actually, Amber's the one that told us to sing it instead of just saying it. So I said, hey, that might work for us. So we wanted to do something different. So Amber was like, why don't you just sing it? So and that's what the hell that came about.
It's very good. You know what? I'm sorry for you, Amber, because I've been with a band where there's just been one girl in the group. And pobrecita, she's, especially after the gig, everybody, well, back then in the day, y'all guys were, I mean, Frank, you remember back in the day, we had the Par 64 cans, those big old freaking, those lights that would cook your brain,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
super hot lights. You're sweating all night. And then you take off your boots, in the van or in the bus, and everybody's feet stinks and everything else.
Hijo de su.
Girl in there. Hey, I'm sorry, girlfriend. You're just gonna have to suck it up and yeah. I will give you some money to buy Vicks.
Ah, see.
Just
Dang.
put it on your nose.
Put it right there. Directly arriba.
Just put it like a plug or something, so that way you don't have to smell the bad
Right.
everything else, and just plug your ears because everybody's gonna be farting. That happens.
Yep.
I'm on the road, bro. I've done it. I've done it. Okay. So, Rick, real quick, Rick Valderrama, he says, "Hola, hey, Rick, how are you doing, brother?"
What's
So
going on, Rick?
nice to see you, bro.
Saludos, Rick.
Hopefully, I get to see you. I'll head on down and check you out here pretty quick, brother. Vic Gonzalez, the originator, the main man himself. He has he's part of a lot of different things. He's got the Memorial Day Bash that's coming up. He was the originator, the founder. He's kind of stepped back a little bit from the radio gala, the thing that I was telling you about earlier that we need to go out. Y'all guys really need to go out. And then
Yeah, we'll be there on that one. We'll be there.
if you're an artist or a band that's listening to us, you know what? Make a plan to go down to the radio gala. Last year we had over 60 radio stations that were there, and you can come in and bring your merch and stuff like that and your music so that you can share it with all these. I know I did at least 38 interviews that day. So come on out and get to ply your wares and get your music out there. There's people from all over. My friends from New Mexico, from Arizona, from California, from the guys that are up in Michigan. They're all
Yeah.
they're so come on out. It's definitely worth it. But get some food, man. I had nachos last year. No, didn't work.
Unos tacos.
No,
Uh,
man. I already told you I'm Native American, bro. I mean, I'm allergic to onions and peppers.
Ooh,
Everybody wants to.
that's the that's the good
other than
stuff.
other than the music, that's the next best thing is the food.
Yeah.
I had to tell. Actually, every time I go to San Antonio, I hang out with Rick, and I was like, "Hey, Rick. I mean, aren't you Mexicans tired of eating Mexican food? You eat it at home. Eat it. Haven't you ever heard of like Chinese, Italian?"
Hey,
So,
I
yeah.
could tear up some Chinese food, bro. Oh yeah.
Right? Vic, yeah, Vic, so far 34 stations. There you go. Milwaukee Fiesta. Thank you very much, Vic. Milwaukee Mexican Fiesta is going to be there. Yeah, and
Awesome.
the food booths are outside. But Vic, I was inside the whole time. You know that. So, but yeah, it's a great place to be. Great place to get some exposure, and it's if it hadn't been for Vic putting this thing together, I don't think uh, uh, a lot of artists would have been able to get their music out at one time. You're getting to get hang out with a lot of different people, get your music out there. And I schedule like half of my shows, the second half of my year, I schedule it that night, which is
Wow.
Okay.
yeah. So like usually, so like right now I'm pretty booked up until right at the beginning of June, but there I'll be done for the rest of the year. So
Yeah. Well,
it's
we'll be there. We're gonna be there because we actually play on that Friday on the 14th at Market Square. We'll be playing Friday night.
yeah,
Uh, but
that's that.
we're gonna go a day early so we can go to that gala.
There you go. Awesome. So shout out from DFW. It's Tejano time. What time is it? It's Tejano time. Great to see y'all. My buddy's over in DFW. He's my partner, my business partner. Real awesome there. Vic says, ask my helpers to get you something to eat. I don't know, bro, because they always like, he looks Mexican. Let's get him some jalapenos. And then I'm like, no. Hey, there's Tony. What's up, Big Daddy? He says, what's up, guys?
What's
Hey,
up, Tony? He's actually I think he's got the flu right
Hey,
now.
Oh, pobrecito. Hey, man. Say hi to Norma for me, Tony. Man, it's good to see you here, brother. Vic says Bino from TTMA has a table there too. Wow, that's cool. So
Nice.
yeah, you'll have that there. Albert says Puro West Texas. Shout out from Mitchell Rizzo. That's cool. Thank you, brother. Uh,
Mucho riso.
Rizzo, yeah.
Mucho riso?
Oh, now I know what he's saying. See, I told you.
Oh, shit.
Hilda Peña. Yeah,
How you doing, Ilda?
I,
Hilda, hola, Hilda. How you doing?
how you doing, sweetheart? He says, how are you? I'm doing fine. Rick says, hey, so now I can take Indio to an Italian restaurant. That does, man. I was like, dang, dude, I love you, bro, but Mexican food every day? Gee, wow. Bro. It's like, Grill Entrego. No, Grupo Entrego. So, but anyway, uh, uh, it's good. Like I said, you guys are, how did y'all get together? What was the thing that got you started, man? What was the motivation there, brother? Chris, let's start with you, bro.
Well, back in about the 2000s, I was already me and Mr. Frank and his brothers were playing together. Uh, then I stepped away for about, I want to say, a good almost 20 years. I guess I stepped away, man, and my daughter decided to get married last year, and she asked me if I can get the guys back together. So yeah, I got the guys back together. We played for her wedding. We liked it. We got pumped up, and I said, "Let's do it." So we just kept on going, man. And
That's the bite, bro. You get the
yeah,
bite.
and I was kind of having trouble with getting a drummer, a steady drummer and stuff. So I ran into Eric, and I met Eric, and man, we just kicked it, man, and we just kept on going. So I told the guys we got a lot of work to do. I got a lot of original music that I want to do, and that's how we took off, man. So now we're on our second single, and we're working on our third one, and we're also going to be working on a video for our second one. And we actually already have a video out for our first single that we did, Quiero Sentir. So
Yeah,
yeah, we've been kind of busy behind the scenes. We're gonna keep doing music, man. That's how we started. Cause my daughter's wedding, my older daughter.
yeah, and actually, we had been talking since it's been a while since like last year,
Yeah, it was like last year.
late last year, and it's cool. And oh, hey, real quick, hold on just a second. Hey, Rick, I'm wearing your shirt, bro. So he gave me a shirt. I just remembered that I needed to let him know. Yeah, and it's good, because y'all guys, Martin's a good friend of mine there at the destination in Midland. Y'all did a really awesome job there. He was like, "Man, these guys are good. We're gonna bring them back next year." And I was like, "Yeah, that's cool." And so I know he's got y'all booked coming back to Midland. So that's something that's a testament to your hard work and your effort. You know,
Right.
I,
We're
I
actually
think
gonna be there. We're actually gonna be there March 8th. We're gonna start it off for them this year. So we'll
Mhm.
be there that first Saturday to kick things off for him. Uh, so if you're in the area, anybody's in the area, y'all come down and check us out. I mean, we're gonna make it a good show and make people happy. That's what we want to do is make our fans happy, make the people happy, and get to know more people.
yep.
Yeah, it was good. Martin shared some videos with me, look, they got people dancing and everything else. And I was like, yeah, that's good, man. Because it was early, because if you show me a picture of a band getting people dancing at 12 o'clock midnight, man, they're all drunk. Of course they're going to dance.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
if it's early, that's a different story because it's harder to get them to dance when it's early.
right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so they don't have enough courage right now. It's like they just looking at. I'll tell you a story about the me in Spanish when I tell people that I've been to Mexico 4 times. Twice I was drunk, but I don't know if they count. But I went with a friend of mine, and like I said, I didn't speak any Spanish. And my Native American name is Michuampi Achelo, and he was Mexican. Okay, his family owned the San Antonio Hotel in Acuna, and they owned like another club. I can't remember the name of the club, but his sister was getting married, and I saw some Mexican girls, and they were real pretty. And so I was like, dude, I need to say hello. Tell me how to say hello. My name is Lawrence or something, Give me the give me the skinny. And he says, "Oh, I got the line for you, bro. Go and tell them this." And I was like, "Are you sure?" And he's like, "Yeah, dude, you go just go and you're in like Flynn. Just go and say this." And I was like, "Okay." So I walk on over. And mind you, I'm like 16 years old. And in Mexico at that time, which was a long time ago, I could drink, which was like, what?
Yeah.
Give me like 6 years, And I was drinking, and you know, um, so I walked up to this group of girls and I said, "Hola, yo como mocos." That wasn't a safe time for them, man.
Golly.
Eh,
They all laugh. They all laugh, by the way. But
yeah.
here's the funny part. One of them actually spoke English. The one that I liked, she actually spoke English, and she said, "I don't think that's what you want to say." And I was like, "Oh, good, because I didn't know what I was saying." So, but anyway, not a cool person, man. But that that's why I have to. And then that guy, he was like, what was his name? Mitchell Chorizo, or what was his name? That's why I was like, wait a minute here. That's
Yeah.
that made me think of that. Hilda says, good, the whole band. Y'all's new single, I love it. Awesome music. Uh, Amber, hello, and
Who's
Martinez.
that? Yoda.
Hilda, Hilda Pena. So
Hello, Hilda. Hello, Hilda.
Hilda, yeah, I'm trying to catch up. I'm like all over the place here. Este, este Rudy Hernandez, awesome, good job, guys. Este, Laura
Thank
Saenz,
you, Rudy.
hello from Leona
How you
Promotions.
doing, Laura?
Yay, Laura.
Hello, Laura.
She's a good one, bro.
Yeah.
Is she the one that distributes your music?
Yes, yes, she helps us a lot. Appreciate that. Appreciate that very much.
Yeah, she's on it, man. She is on it. She's a great person to work with. She never lets me down. She's consistent, and it, it helps. I You have to understand. For me, as a radio station, I get about, I don't know, 50, 60 emails a day, and if if the promoter is sending me music and I have to figure out, because if it's like number 2, 4, 5, 6, J master,
Yeah.
how am I gonna put? It gets mixed up. Then I gotta find it. See, if it's not labeled correctly, if you make it easy for me to put it up, I guarantee you it's gonna go up quick. If you make it hard for me to find the name of the song, the name of the artist, and everything else, it's gonna take longer.
Yeah.
So she's really on it, man. Leona, great job. She's doing a great job. And Abel Martinez, Amber, on my way for some chicken tacos. She's not only going to sing, she cooks also.
Yeah.
No, don't do that. That's another thing. I do all the cooking. My wife doesn't cook. I do. I've We've been married for over 30 years, and outside of the time when I was deployed, when we weren't staying together, I have cooked every meal for her from breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Wow.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So,
That's big props to you right there.
good man, good man.
She
So, yeah.
she washes the dishes, but I do all the cooking. So if she pisses me off, I would like use 4 extra plates and shit.
You make the mess, huh?
No, you're gonna make me throw the trash out of it, man. I want these eggs take 4 pans.
There you go.
No. It's just that's the way I was brought up. That's the way it is for me. Yes, I've learned to double check that stuff before it's in and out. So, uh, Vivian Chavez, how are you doing, girlfriend? She says, "Hola, Indio." Hilda says, "Thank you. I just got home from a long day in San Antonio on business. Sorry, I just wrote it." Okay, that worked. So,
Alrighty.
Frank, so El Bajo, bro. It sounds clean, man. It sounds clean.
Yeah.
You're playing the Bajo Quinto, right? Yeah,
Right. Yes, sir.
yeah.
Just what a
That's just a
think what
recent thing,
instrument.
Everybody used to play the Bajo Sexto. Wh-
Yeah.
wh- Uh, what's
Yeah.
what's the
The 12
difference,
stringer.
man? I mean, outside of the strings, what's the difference in playing it? Because like I have a 4-string bass that I can play on. I would never go to a six string. If I suck on a four string, if I go to a fifth string bass, so I would it's just suck more. You know what I'm saying?
Really, I'm I'm thinking that the 12 string we used to be the
Uh,
bajiaba with the bass. You know the when you hit the
yeah,
lower strings, that's more of the
uh,
traditional nowadays, and the bass is hitting the top parts. That's what
mhm.
12 string was
So
for.
when you, yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
when you tune it, you tune it
The,
to a higher note. Then you don't tune it to. Is it?
no, the oh yeah,
Mhm.
the 10 stringer. Yeah, well I don't even mess with the top strings hardly. I'm always just because the bass is always hitting the first and second,
Mhm.
the lower tone, the tono, and I'm hitting the bottom part. That's the difference between a bajo quinto
Yeah,
and
I'm
a bajo
still
sexto.
intrigued by that, and I was like, it's an interesting sound, and it's consistent, and I like it. It's just that,
I think it sounds cleaner actually.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
it's just the new trend, especially for bands coming out of Mexico that want to kind of side over to the Tejano side. They've been playing steel guitars,
Yeah,
the electric guitars. They're using electric guitars instead of using a bajo, which is it's just fine. But it's funny that a lot of Tejano bands are moving into the bajo quinto in Tejano music as opposed to using it, with conjunto music. So
right.
it's kind of going everywhere. And I'm not saying there's a right way and a wrong way. It's just evolving. You know, some people they don't like to change things, which doesn't make any sense to me. When you were born, you were a baby, you were this big. If you didn't change, it would suck to be 60 years old and be this big. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You need a change. You need to grow. So change. Let the grow happen. It's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing.
For sure.
Yeah, and
you're
so
right.
it's really a great direction that y'all are taking your music. What's the next song going to be like? Is it
Go
going to
ahead,
be
Eric. I'll let you answer that, Mr. Producer.
that
Well, I would say we're right now we're actually discussing a song that was written by Amber. Um, so once we well, I tell Chris, I said, man, I need to hear a little bit of what the lyrics are, so we can kind of start working on it. Um, and then on top of that, we have another cumbia that we've been kind of going in and out of. Um, but as far as the next one, I really want to say that it's going to be the song that Amber wrote, and I think it's going to be a beautiful song. It's going to be awesome. So that's probably going to be our next move for as far as what song we have coming out.
Amber? Tell us about the song. Is it going to be like like No Doubt? Is it going to be one of those don't speak songs? I loved you, but you left me, puto. Now you're dead, man. I'm gonna stab you. I know, just kidding. But I love you, Caron. But I love you. So,
Yeah, it'll be a little opposite from what my dad's written. So
uh, so
just to
is
switch
it?
up the vibe a little bit.
Yeah. Is it? Where do you draw your inspiration when you write?
My experiences, I guess, with
Yeah.
like relationships or just in general. I like to write a lot and I write down what I feel and I just keep going and going. And
Mhm.
then I had wrote it was a poem and I
Mhm.
had my dad translate it and fix up the words. And yeah,
Yeah.
I like
It's I see a lot of colloquialisms in some Tejano music because, like I said, I learned Spanish in college, so I learned my Spanish from a book. I didn't learn it from the homeboys at the street corner.
Yeah.
There were words that I had to learn in Spanish that I was like, that's not a word. There's a DJ, uh, DJ Firmilon. Okay, Firmelon. That's his name. But I didn't know that's what he was calling himself. I just saw the name, and it took me like 6 months to figure what is a fur melon. I was like,
Oh man.
what the hell is a Do you know what fur melon is? And I would ask people. I didn't want to ask because I was embarrassed because I was like, is that a Spanish word? I know it's not fur melon. Fur melon. What's a fur melon? Until I heard his show, and he said, "Feed me, Lord," and I was like, "Oh." Now, but for the longest time,
Yeah.
I kept around going, "What's a fur melon?" You know, and it's like when people say instead of saying Chihuahua, they say Chihuahua.
Yeah, yeah.
What, you mean like the dog? He's like, so anyway, but yeah, no, it's good. I know that's what Betsy Torres says. She's like, write from what you know. It's always real if you write from what you know. And so, I mean, she's got like
True.
what, 32 albums or something like that. You know, the woman's
Yeah.
incredible. So yeah, just trust me, it'll work out. So hopefully it'll be great. Why don't we go ahead and take a listen to your first song, Quiero Sentir. That's a once again, it's I think this is your first song, right? Quiero Sentir.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's got a
Yeah. It came out back in September.
yeah, it's I think this one here, Es Amor, your music is a little bit more polished. Uh, Quiero Sentir, it's a great song. I'm not saying it's not. It's just that
It's
it's
not a cumbia.
I don't know. It just yeah, it sounds a little different for me. That's all. Johnny Chancla says firme. I know, Johnny. I'm that I didn't know what he was talking about. That's what I was saying. I was like, I don't understand. That's why, because usually, like if I'm at a Spanish restaurant, if they're slow speakers, I can get it. But if they come up to me and they're like, I was like, oh, because it happens all the time. You know what? We had Papucci in here last week. You know, he's from Cuba, and so I spent the week watching Univision.
Yeah.
I didn't learn anything. So I would just watch it and turn down the volume and just watch the girls. They were like,
I was just I don't know why I was fixing to say that.
that's well, yeah, that you were studying. I was. How do you, they don't breathe in that on that station. They're like,
Yeah.
no. Is she gonna breathe? You know, I practice. That's how I do gritos. So I have to practice. I hold my breath while they're talking, and then I'm like turning purple because they just don't breathe. It's crazy. Let's go ahead and take a look at. I don't know why I said that, but anyway, Quiero Sentir from Grupo Entrego right here. Those are the guys: Chris, Amber, Eric, Frank from Grupo Entrego here on Cuba Radio. It goes like this.
Escucha lo que digo, te lo digo del corazón. Estas palabras que te digo son palabras con razón. Escucha lo que digo, te lo digo del corazón. Estas palabras que te digo son palabras con razón. Te quiero en mis brazos, te quiero siempre a mi lado. Quiero sentir tu corazón, quiero sentir tu calor. Te lo pido por favor, escucha lo que digo. Yo no puedo estar sin ti, tú me haces muy feliz. Quiero sentir tu calor, los golpes de tu corazón. Quiero sentirte junto a mí, sin ti no puedo vivir. Quiero sentir la pasión, quiero tocar tu corazón, sentir tu cuerpo junto al mío. Contigo yo soy feliz, quiero sentir. escucha lo que digo, te lo digo del corazón. Estas palabras que te digo son palabras con razón. Te quiero en mis brazos, te quiero siempre a mi lado. Quiero sentir tu corazón, quiero sentir tu calor. Te lo pido por favor, escucha lo que digo. Ya no puedo estar sin ti, tú me haces muy feliz. Quiero sentir tu calor, los golpes de tu corazón. Quiero sentirte junto a mí, sin ti no puedo vivir. Quiero sentir la pasión, quiero tocar tu corazón, sentir tu cuerpo junto al mío. Contigo yo soy feliz, quiero sentir. Quiero sentir. Quiero sentir.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Hilarious.
Awesome.
It was the bass. That's what it.
There you go.
Yeah, I was like listening to it. I was like, it's the bass. That's what it's just. Sorry, I just saw it and it's different, but it's cool. I'm not saying it's bad, but it's good. The harmonies are great. Rick says, very nice tune. Harmonies are on point.
Yes.
If Vic
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Rick.
Rick says if
Dude.
Rick if
That's
Rick
her right here.
that I call Rick the king of harmonies. The guy, two things: horns, harmonies. Rick Valderrama, no comparison. The man's
Yes.
on point. You know, Osmaldo. I mean, his father. He was just. I said Osmaldo. His father Henry was just amazing. La Patria. When you listen to them harmonize, just amazing. But that that's a huge compliment in my eyes.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, Vivian Chavez says, "Quiero sentir great song, vocals, and instruments." Yeah,
Thank
Thank
you.
you,
Thank
Vivian.
you.
it was just,
Julia.
it was definitely the. That's all I was alluding to was just that the bass is. That's all. Johnny Chancla says, "Hello, Rick." Oh, I think he's talking to Rick Balarama. Hey, Johnny. So Rose and Eddie Castillo, claps, claps, claps. There you go.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, no, it's a great song. You know, it's a great starter song. A lot of people, that's what they want. They want you to, put out a cumbia because it's gonna go fast. You know, cumbias are easier. And y'all guys put this one out first, and it's like, I believe in, because that's usually the method. Put out a cumbia first, so that way it gets picked up easier. Now that
Yeah.
it's a great song though. It's a great song. Ever since y'all sent it to me, I had it on there. So it's good. Alfredo from Grupo Fijo in the Lone Mexican. He says, I love it. I love it.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you,
Thank you.
Alfredo.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, that's great, man. No, it's a great song, and I'm glad that y'all guys are putting stuff together, coming out of Big Spring. I don't remember the last band. I've been trying to think of who I remember coming out of Big Spring. Um, you know, uh, it's been a while. I know I used to know a guy that, but he was I think he was coming out of Colorado. So he was a drummer that played with those guys. You know, they were the
Um,
uh, David.
uh,
David, I think his name was David or something like that. I don't remember. It's been a while. It's been a long while, dude. I know his face. I don't remember his name. Vivian Chavez says it's cool, yeah, time. Hey, mija,
there you go.
I can play it here. No,
Yeah.
real quick, just for those of y'all that are here and joining us and everything else that are watching the actual video, if you want to support your the Grupo Entrego, the best way to support them is go out to the shows and buy their merch. To get some more information on them, hey man, you know what you should do? is, I don't know, must go to their Facebook.
Yeah, there you
Oh
go.
yeah, solid.
Yeah.
Good job.
That QR code will take you to their Facebook page, and you can go ahead and get some information from there. Is there another way they can get a hold of you guys?
My number's there on for Facebook. I got a TikTok. Chris Martinez, Grupo Entrego. But mainly, everybody's been getting a hold of me through my Facebook page. And I'm ready to serve you guys. Just holler at me. We're ready to go. These
Okay.
guys are hungry to play. They're real energetic. My guys are real energetic. They love it, man, and I can just feel it when I'm on stage with them. Uh, these guys are very, very talented. I wouldn't have it no other way, and I'm glad. I've been blessed with these guys, man. So they're ready to go, man. They're ready to play. They're ready to give you guys what you want. Um, and in the meantime, we're gonna keep writing music. I got a lot of music in my books that we're gonna keep recording, and we're gonna move forward, man. We're gonna keep going. Le vamos a echar ganas. So just holler at me if you ready. If you guys are ready for us to perform for you, we'll do weddings, Tupperware parties. We'll do quinceaneras. We'll do divorce
Divorce.
parties. They don't matter. We'll do it. Backyard bashes. Whatever you guys want.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
all of it there. So what you got to do is just click on that QR code to go to Grupo Entrego's Facebook page. Here we spare no expense.
There you go.
If you go, there's that magic. Yes, it's there. Rick says the last time I played in a big was at the federal prison for Father's Day, and it was in the early '90s. Alamo, bro.
Yeah.
Well, at least you weren't in prison. You were just visiting.
Rick.
I don't want to. I wouldn't want to be in there. I was like, I'm too cute to be in prison. Are you kidding me?
Alamo.
I'm too pretty. I got long hair. What are you talking about? I'm Native American. It was like when I joined the military. I'm Native American, so I have long hair, and I go. I, I I joined the military when I was like 16. My parents had to sign for me, and I graduate high school. I go in, and the first day they cut off your hair, and we're standing in line. I'm standing there, and the drill sergeant sees me, and he's like, "Oh, looky here.
Uh-oh.
Where are you from, princess?" And I was like, "Is he talking to me?" He's like, he comes right up to put that brown on my head, and he's like, "I'm talking to you, boy." And I was like, "I'm from San Angelo, Texas." And he says, "Oh, there ain't but two things coming from Texas. That's stairs and queers. Which one are you?"
Hey.
And I said,
Oh.
Hey,
"Poof,
man.
I'm a bull." But anyway, there they cut it all off. And so my wife, she cried.
Man.
I was able to catch some and put it in my pocket and then send it. I mailed it back to her, and back then we had to mail shit. So I put it in an envelope, sent it back to her, and she was like, "Oh my God, they cut off your hair!" And I was like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
that is cool." Now, yeah, well, he's talking about Big Spring. I think that's what he says. Oh,
Yes.
okay, yeah, he said Big Spring. Yeah, so okay, last time he was in Big Spring at the federal prison was for
Yeah,
Father.
they used to have bands there to perform for the inmates. I think that's what he's talking about.
Wow, man,
Yeah,
no, I didn't get
I
no. I
remember that.
was in the military fighting for people's freedoms. I never got to a
Right?
freaking.
And that's them lucky prisoners right there.
No, actually, we did. I got to see Paula Abdul before she was Paula Abdul, before she became famous. She came to my unit. We were in. I don't remember where we were at. I got to be on her security detail, and so
Oh,
she,
nice.
yeah, she was like, she's married and all this other, and then I see her like a year later. I was like, hey, that's that girl that she played at the EM's club, and then it's like she's single. Wait a minute, she told me she was married, and my wife is like, why are you asking?
Uh-oh.
Rory's world. Hello, beautiful friends. How are you doing, Rory? Rory's she's got a a podcast that she does there in San Antonio during the day. So
Rory. Hello, Rory. How are you?
Hello.
yes,
Whoa.
she's got like a jersey for every football team.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because
Except the Cowboys.
Well, you know
Jeez.
what? She took a picture with a jersey from the Eagles, and I was like, man, girl, I'm a Cowboys fan. Don't be sending me that. That's sacrilege. She's like, they didn't win nothing anyway. Listening to some vinyl and some Cat Stevens. That's cool. Now,
There you go.
I've been a Cowboys fan since like the late '70s, so I'm a real fan. I don't get mad. They, yeah, so they lost, but
Yeah, move to the next one. We'll be all right.
we'll be all right. That's the way it goes. I mean, they had this is the first losing season in 9 years. How many teams can say that? I'm saying they still have they still have a lot of Super Bowl appearances. They haven't done they got 5 wins, but they've been to 7 of them. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
it is what
Puro
it is.
Cowboys.
Yeah, puro Cowboys. I don't yell at the TV no more because I ain't got a voice like I used to. No, but yeah, it's cool. So real quickly, guys, tell me like what's next on the hood? I know we talked a little bit about it. Y'all guys got something coming up in March that's going to be there. You're opening up the destination there in Midland, which is a great place. If you haven't been to the destination, you need to go because it is an awesome place to be there.
Yes,
Uh,
it is.
it's there's not a bad picture you can take in that place. It's so awesome. You got that.
Yeah.
I know you guys are going to be in fanfare. Um, Bino's going to be there at that radio gala, but hopefully we'll find out if you guys are going to be performing, what day you're going to be performing, and I'm pretty sure you will be performing at fanfare. We'll get you on there some way, one way or another, by protest if we have to.
Also at the Tejano Spring Fest.
Yeah, at the Hano Spring Fest there at Market Square.
Yeah.
And there's lots of different places where you can take advantage of getting out there and getting to see Grupo Entrego. But what's another opportunity if they can't make to those? Do you have anything in the future planned, or is it just kind of right now you've got a lot of maybes, but I mean a lot of possibles, but you just don't want to put salt on it right now.
Well, we actually got invited to. I don't know if you've heard of that West Texas uh award, the West Texas award. Um, it's like a first annual thing that they're doing there in Lubbock, Texas. It's the
Yeah,
West
yeah,
Texas
yeah, yeah,
Tejano Award,
yeah,
something like that.
yeah. Yeah, I know the guy that I talked to the guy that put it in. He didn't invite me.
Domingo.
Yeah, he didn't invite me. I was like, I can help you with some promotions if you need, bro. Yeah, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate you.
Yeah,
Am I gonna get
yeah.
invited?
So we're gonna go to that. Um, well, they actually, well, I guess invited us to go and stuff, and for the best for the up and coming group, up and coming band in West Texas.
Okay,
Uh,
so they already
there's
they already
already a bunch of other bands that are going to be participating. Also, I don't think it's a performance thing, but I guess we can perform if we want to, and it just depends if all the guys can make it. I'm hoping they can, and I believe that's in March. What was it, Eric?
26.
March 23rd, I think.
Algo así, ¿no? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was March 22nd, the 22nd. Um, Now we do also have another one for sure. It's going to be in May, Cinco de Mayo, which is May the 3rd. We'll be here in Big Spring, um, and I'm actually kind of the one that's coordinating that with along with a lot of other help that I have. And
Mhm.
it's going to be downtown Big Spring. We're going to have our headliner is going to be Stephanie Montiel. We're going to be doing that. And we're also going to have our buddies La Anarquia play there with us. And then our other buddies, Superados, they're from Lubbock also. And we're going to have like all of us. There's four bands.
Tony
And
says second, by the way.
do what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
March 22nd.
March 22nd. That's what Tony
That
said.
that's the
Yeah.
Lubbock one. And then the Cinco de Mayo will be the May 3rd.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
Um,
Hey, and
and
if you need an extra band member, bro, I play an awesome triangle. Ding.
Hey, there you go.
I think Tony might have one in his closet somewhere.
Even
He does.
I even do the chekele chekele. Mira, mira.
Hey, that's what's up. Yeah.
Híjole, bro. Yeah, you have to put me
Puras
on the
vueltas.
side. You have to put me on the side because I don't want them to be rushing the crowd. Maybe messing up
Hijo de
somebody
su.
else. We got to hey.
And aside of all that, man, I'm trying to get into clubs and stuff, but man, it's hard to try to get into those things, man. To get them to call you back, man, it's really hard. Emails, I've been sending emails and stuff like that, and you know, we ended up. I don't know if you saw how we opened up for Los Palominos there in Midland at Club Arriba about a month ago. That one went really well for us. And the people seem to enjoy it also. So we're hoping we can put our foot out there, man, so people can see us, man. I think we just need that one good shot, man, so people can see us and request us more and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
that's really what we're looking for is an opportunity, and that's really important for us, to get exposure. And trust me, I'm working every day, man, trying to get in where I can, So we're gonna
Yeah.
keep pushing.
Well, hopefully, being on here this will help. Yeah, every little bit helps.
Yes.
I'm not
Yes.
saying this is anything other than what it is. And we get a lot of people coming in and checking us out, and so hopefully they will. Tony says that y'all need more cowbell. I can play cowboy too, man.
There you go.
Yeah.
Just
And
saying.
and I forgot also next weekend we're actually gonna do a private in there in Midland, and then that'll be on a Friday, and then we'll do another private in San Angelo that Saturday of next week. So yeah, these next couple of weeks we're gonna be. I know that the month of March will be busy pretty much the first 3 weekends of March. So yeah, man, we're down to whatever, man. We're ready to go there. So
Well, that's good. Rory says you guys are freaking hustlers, man, and good for you. Awesome, says Rory. That's
thank you.
actually she was sharing. She's got a Bob Lilly shirt. Oh, that's hard, man. That hurts my feelings. But I've got a picture with Drew Pearson. He let me wear his Super Bowl ring. So
All right.
Hey,
I'm like that. You know, he's tall. I'm short, so he's really really tall. It sucks because most Native Americans are tall, but my mom is really short. And so I came out like really short. And so all of my cousins are like 6 feet tall. I have one that's 7'4", you know, and
Hey,
so, I'm like the smallest guy. So I'm like a little pygmy. You guys, let's see here. Johnny Chancla says, are you going to the gala? Yes, we were just talking about that, Johnny.
yes, we're gonna be there. We're gonna
Uh,
be there. We hope we can meet a lot of people. We're very friendly, man. We like to meet people. Um, we like to get along with everybody. We try to stay as humble as we can. I mean, we just love being around people, being around the environment with Tejano, where Tejano music is. And we're willing to meet whoever we can, So we'll be there.
it's a great opportunity to hit.
Did you guys lose each other as well?
No, just you, bro. Can you hear us?
I could.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Hut hut, says Johnny Chanclas.
Yeah.
Now, yeah. So you know what? We come to the part of the show where I'm going to go ahead and drop out, and I'm going to give y'all guys an opportunity to say your shout outs, your thank yous, and everything else. And first of all, I want to go ahead and remind everybody that if you guys want to sit there and get some more information on Grupo Entrego, you have to go to their shows, buy their merch, but also that if you need to get some more information from them, just go ahead and. Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Get them on their Facebook. I'm going to go ahead and drop out, guys. So do your shout outs, your mentions, your thank yous, and everything else. Cool.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Just want to say thank you to everybody that listen to us. The ones that are looking at our listening to our songs. Es Amor, our latest single is Es Amor. Keep streaming it. Keep listening to it. Put it on your playlist. Don't forget about our first single, also Quiero Sentir. Hopefully one day we'll get to meet you guys, and hopefully we can perform for you guys. But thanks a lot. A shout out to all my family, my friends. Love everybody.
we'll see y'all later. Take care. God bless.
Yes. 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 Can everybody hear me? I don't know if I'm. it looked like it's kind of frozen.
Yeah,
But
we can
anyways,
hear you. We can hear
all
you.
right. Okay. Oh, there we go. All right. Eric Martinez here, drummer, music producer for Grupo Entrego. Big shout out to everybody for tuning in tonight, man. It means a lot. Um, as much as you guys, support the music, come on here, not only for us, but also the podcast, the guys that are doing the podcast as well. Big shout out to all of you guys. Also supporting us, playing the music, putting us on rotation, man. Um, it takes a whole village, to be able to bring a band up, and to stay together, man. So also big shout out to our lead vocal and the owner of our band, Chris Martinez, man, for the opportunity to be able to, come on here and do what I love doing which is, playing drums, and he gave me the opportunity to start producing music, man. So Chris, I appreciate you guys. Big shout out to Tony Castro. He's under the weather today, so I know he's watching. So Tony, my brother, hope you get to feeling well, man. We didn't forget about you. So big shout out to Tony. Also,
Get
Mr.
better.
Ray. Yeah. Also, Mr. Ray Bennett, the bass player. He's a very busy man. If you don't know Ray, he's hard to find and hard to get a hold of. But once you do, it's always a good time with Ray. So big shout out to those guys. Big shout out to the family, and once again,
Richard.
all of yeah,
Shout
Richard,
out to
Richard
Richard.
Palosoya, Richard Losoya, accordion man. He's also very busy with his daughter. His daughter plays softball, high school ball. So he's one of those guys that he's 100% all the time. So he's getting it. So thank all you guys again. Thank y'all for tuning in. Grupo
Appreciate you,
Entrego.
Lawrence.
Yep, Eric Martinez out, man. Thank y'all.
Yeah, well, that's awesome, guys. I really do appreciate y'all being here, man. And let me catch up real quick. For Luis from California, he says, "Saludos, Frank, Chris, Eric from Grupo Entrego." Rory says, "I love your vibe, primos." Vivian Chavez says, "Grupo Entrego, you are all around amazing." Tony
Thank
says,
you.
"Yes, and thank you very much. Thank you, Vivian." Vivian says, "God bless with all of your music and talent." Tony says, "Thank you, brother." And Johnny Chancla says, "Hey, at the gala, make sure you have your promo package ready for the gala. Just put it all together so that way you can hand it out." Like I said, we
There
have
you go.
a bunch of radio stations are going to be there from all over the country, and take advantage of that. That's what it's there for, so that way y'all can take advantage of that.
Appreciate
And
it.
yeah, thank you guys very much for being here, man. And I really do appreciate it. I hope that this helps you out. You're welcome to come
Yes.
back any day,
Thanks
anytime.
for having us.
Yeah. And we're gonna go ahead and leave y'all with "Es Amor" because that's a song that you want that we're promoting right now. I need you guys to stick around for just a little bit more, so we can take care of some radio business. But before I do that, hey Amber, did you want to say any shout outs or anything else? Because I
Just
didn't.
my friends and my family and for everyone that watched us today. And if they go and watch us in our shows, it means a lot to us. We like to play for y'all and make y'all have a good time. So yeah, just thank y'all. Thank you for this opportunity on this podcast as well. And yeah.
All right, cool. Esteban Serra, Chapo, how are you doing, brother? He says, "What's up, fellas?
Hey,
Congratulations." Yeah,
Chapo.
Chops. Yeah, Chapo's cool, man.
I actually jammed with him with those guys back in the day as well. So big shout out to Chapo and Steve in the house.
Yeah, Chapo and Steve. Yeah, Vivian Chavez says, "Have a blessed evening." Tony says, "Thank you." Oh, well, of course, Tony. Anytime, you know me, man. I try to help out, bro, whatever I can. Johnny Chaco says, "The Cubo Chapo." So thanks a lot, guys. Y'all stick around just for a little bit afterwards, so that we can take care
Yes,
of
sir.
business. And for all of y'all that were here and joining us, thank you so very much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Remember, if today was not your day, if you had a bad day today, every day planes take off against the wind. You matter. You are loved. We'll see you all next time. We're gonna leave you with "Es Amor" from the guys. Grupo Entrego. That's Eric Martinez. That is Chris. That is Amber. I'm Indio right here on Cubo Radio.
cuando te pasa, tú sabes cuando es verdad. Tu respiro para de repente, tu corazón se pone a volar. Desde el día que te conocí, yo me enamoré de ti. El sentimiento no puedo explicarlo, es lo que siento por ti. Es amor, es amor, lo que siento dentro de mi corazón. Eso es lo bonito. Desde el día que te conocí, sentí algo grande por ti. Mi respiro paró de repente, mi corazón se puso a volar. Desde el día que te conocí, yo me enamoré de ti. El sentimiento no puedo explicarlo, es lo que siento por ti. Es amor, es amor, lo que siento dentro de mi corazón.